People often say that movies and books shape a human, and given the fact that most people find books to be long, boring, and rather annoying, let's take a look at movies. And for the movie lovers out there, this is a special episode for you. Now, you might be wondering why in devil's sake did the verse maker sit down to have an episode with movies, but you'll know why. So, a couple of days back, I was sitting down gobbling my food, but then I heard a couple of dumbfounding lyrics. And when I did, it actually took me some time to get my senses back. And when I did get my senses back, I realized that there was a lot more from where it came. So I thought, maybe let's sit down and, compile an episode for my viewers out there. And before I get into anything further, let's take a look at the lyrics of the song. Nice, innit? Well, enough for the starters, and let's get down with the entree. Ew, wait. That's not how coitus looks like, isn't it? But wait, before people get offended by my video any further, here's a sweet disclaimer for you guys. Now, for a country that has a population of over 1.384 billion people, we are way too shy to admit the dynamics of sex. Thus, unfortunately, we ourselves give people a lot of power in their hands to manipulate the said topic in every way possible. Sex is a taboo for Indians in the present century, but, well, it wasn't always so. Back in the day, India as a nation was credited to not only books depicting copulation and sexual encounters, but even through art and architecture, India showed a number of things that, well, people now consider as taboo. And unfortunately enough, we have regressed. During the 1900s, Bollywood found an ample chance to play with sexual encounters via euphemisms. The movies that were made during this time were heavily monitored by the censor board, and even though sex was termed as bad, the directors and the producers realized that sex sells, which meant that sex is equal to money. And almost 1/3 of the cuts that were ordered by the CBFC were on sexual expressions, and in movies like Parinita and Rang De Basanti, we see that the scenes that were omitted were mostly consensual sexual encounters. But the irony lies in the fact that the CBFC never omitted scenes which were credited to show rapes. Rapes were an integral part of the scripts back in the 1900s. And the crux of the matter lies in the fact that even though the rape scenes were not very necessary to the script, but they were an integral part. The rape scenes always ended in the hero trying to save the damsel, but then later on, no one actually gave about the damsel. The entire story revolved around the heroism and the machismo of the central character. Now, from Sheila to Munni to the evergreen, our very own Chikni Chameli, these songs have actually turned into party anthems. But the thing that people are not aware of is that these songs are weirdly sexist and misogynistic in nature. And beginning from Tandoori Murgi to Sharabon Ki Piyali to Halwa to Zandubam to Khamba and to Afghan Jalebi, Bollywood has managed to turn woman into anything but a proper human being. Now, if we look at delicacies like, we realize that how stupid our country finds the concept of consent. In movies like Dabang, which most people still consider as iconic, there's not much of a difference between the hero and the villain of the movie because both are voyeurs and stalkers. But yet, the heroine falls for the hero because now, the thing is that the failure of us as a society lies in the fact that when actresses and actors have been inquired about their roles in these movies, they have deliberately informed and opined that these movies were meant to be hilarious and comic in nature and therefore mustn't be taken seriously. The most interesting part is that the actresses whom the youth consider as feminist icons have been mostly seen to be starring in these movies and roles, and thus the very situation of feminism gets weird in our country. Though certain movies like Pink and Mom and Queen and Akira have managed to delve into the female psyche and portray the power of women, these movies have never hit the charts, which shows that most Indians lack the interest of watching movies of this nature. And now, for the final showdown, let us discuss about the one movie which cannot be forgotten. The movie that scored and topped the Bolly charts last year, the shining, the bright as gold, Kabir Singh. But, well, before I do that, it's actually time, so let me go and slap my girlfriend real hard because that's apparently cool. But stay tuned until then. Stay safe, stay healthy. Bye bye. Oh, and if you haven't, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe because it's free, dude. It's free.